It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you inside Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. A few short moments ago, these two teams made their way out of the stadium tunnels, and the noise level in this place was just about off the charts. They are set for football as the Chiefs get set to do battle with the Cleveland Browns. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not the kind of gain that will go absolutely crazy for, but it's the kind of gain that you need to have when you're running back in the NFL. And Clyde Edwards-Helaire, with that low center of gravity and strength, he's going to get those tough, gritty yards for you when necessary.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Forced out to his left. Mahomes hit. He lost the football, but it looks like the Chiefs are going to get it back.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Fighting through the tackle at the 30 and up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Trying to get it to Beckham, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Breaks the tackle, now Alley. The 40. 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
On first down, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
Mahomes now on first down. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up 2nd.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Working from the gun, Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Mahomes looks to throw on third down. First down and more for Edwards-Helaire. And finally taken down at the 30-yard line.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. It's Kelce on the ground. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he's got it. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mayfield. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
Mayfield's throw into the hands of Peoples-Jones. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And again, it's Mayfield. Man open, that's Henry Ruggs. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. Mayfield looks to throw. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. And trying to get it to Ruggs, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 18.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. Flushed out right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
Well, Brandon, sometimes I think when we watch games, we're actually watching a living museum, because we're seeing the evolution of positions almost with each passing game. How about defensive ends nowadays and the way that they can run almost all the way across the field?
It is unbelievable, isn't it? I mean, they're so strong, but they're so lean, they can move so quick with those bodies.
It's almost unfair. You're supposed to be able to know where a defensive end is supposed to be on every play. These guys flash so quickly, you're not sure where they're going to end up.
So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
That'll go for a gain of 7, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about, in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
103 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. They go play action. Mayfield. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Second down and 7. Here's Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. And out of bounds right around the 20.
Looks to me, partner, like he's learned a little bit, because earlier in the game, I think he was trying to force a lot of throws into his windows that just weren't open.
Yeah, the interceptions had plagued him, especially a second interception, really a bad throw. So maybe a better decision there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. I think he learned from earlier in the game, and he's applying it now.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 2, Mayfield flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Mayfield on play action. Escaping the pressure right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Throwing, Mayfield. And this one's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So they're coming up here on the 9th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. It's a 6-yard touchdown pass. And the Browns are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a little under a minute to play, they may be looking to pick up some yardage here, maybe try and come up with a field goal to seize the lead before intermission. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Hill. And he'll be out right at the 35. What a dimension this man brings to this defense. He had his mind set there that he was going to get in and make that tackle. He really flew to the football. They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Had 2 nice interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. A first down throw for Mayfield. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Touchdown, Browns. Donovan Peoples-Jones. 31 yards. And the Browns have moved out in front.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead is now 21-14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And going deep for Hill. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Final shot before the half for Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I keep it.
This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Well, Baker Mayfield only 6'1", but he can certainly sling it, and we saw evidence of that right there.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing now is Mahomes. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
The former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, there to bring him down. 2nd and 14.
Another try after the first down sack. Mahomes. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. Now Mahomes. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 40.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier in this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
And this one too low.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Hey, 43, 15.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 15-yard line.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Being chased out left. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Hey, check Mike 33. Check Mike 33. Here we go.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
safety creep.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Play fake. Mayfield. Eluding the pressure right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Trying to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here now, Johnny Townsend, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you talk to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're ahead of the defense, keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. From the 27, Mahomes. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down.
And he'll look underneath here for Edwards-Helaire.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison.
And the Browns are going to take over at their own 41. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw, Mayfield. Buying time to his left. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 27, Mayfield. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Henry Ruggs. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. Extra point good by Hopkins. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return from his end zone is Grant. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19.
Good yardage on the completion there. When they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they got to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible. And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Check. You gonna see me in your nightmares, son. You gonna see me in your nightmares.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
From the gun on 3rd down, Mahomes. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Now it's Mahomes again. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And the Browns force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the 14-yard line.
Mayfield to throw it. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. Mayfield looks to throw. Flush to his right. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 20, and he'll be down at the 6-yard line.
That's such a costly interception. Nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. They go play fake. Mahomes out to his left, and he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
Now here's a whistle as flags come in. And we'll check out the call. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Picked up by Denzel Ward. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Well, dare I say it, it's kind of quid pro quo. Both defenses now with an interception return for a touchdown.
Your vocabulary, sir. Well done.
Hopkins with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21.
42, Chiefs 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away.
On the return from his end zone is Grant. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive.
The interception was a good starting point, but still a huge hill to climb with his 3-score deficit and time fading.
Now a throw for the All-Pro Kelsey is complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Steps away to his left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Check Mike 39. Check Mike 39. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to...
Mahomes now to throw.
He'll drop that off to Edwards-Helaire.
And some room to maneuver. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a big play there for the Chiefs. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it, and that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
They go with Chubb on second down. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They go play action. Mayfield. He'll let this go deep for Ruggs. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Here's Hopkins now for the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Chiefs 21.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Let's just be frank, they're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't...
Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Touchdown! A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Now Mahomes to the line as the Chiefs are going to go for the 2-point try. Mahomes will throw for it. Complete at the 1.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of 2-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation. This time, unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
With it moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
They begin this drive with Chubb. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he will find his man Ruggs. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, the preparation pays off as they pick up their first win on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, they'll fall to 1-2, and they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road.